Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ronberg Field here at the Norway High School. Tonight, it's playoff football time in the Upper Peninsula. It is the 8-player Division I, Region 1 semifinals. The Newberry Indians on the road to take on the Norway Knights. Stan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along as we get you ready for postseason play. Both teams survived a long, tough road with two of the tougher schedules in the Upper Peninsula, but that helped propel them at 7-2 to get into the playoffs. Norway firmly in at number 7 overall playoff points. They are the second seed in this regional, which also includes Pickford and Rudyard, also playing tonight. Newberry needed a big win last Saturday at home. A little bit of help. They launched themselves from 18th all the way up to 13th, got into the playoffs for the 4th consecutive season, and now the next step for them is getting over the hump. They have made the playoffs in several consecutive seasons. The last 2 years winning the opening round and advancing to the regional championship before falling in tough performances. The weather was a question mark all week. I know both teams practiced in the rain and the wet weather. They were worried how that would impact their game. Newberry likes to speed it up with Kennedy Depew and Matthew Rahali. A lot of spread, a lot of option in Norway's playbook. And they were concerned about how that would impact tonight. Well, the sun was shining all day long here in Norway. The rain held off, moved further to the south and over to the east. It is a picture-perfect night here in Norway. Light breeze coming out of the west towards the east end zone, and that should not be a factor. Field is in great shape for the final weekend in October. There's one little patch around the 40-yard line to our left as we bring it to you, right around the kickoff spot, but they have packed that down. It is not slick, but it might get torn up in that one little 5-yard spot here tonight. Other than that, no excuses and no turning back. The winner of this one on to the regional championship. The loser season will come to an end here in this one. If Newberry were to win tonight here on the road, they would host Rudyard if they beat Pickford, or go play the Panthers if they're the victor in the other semifinal. Norway, with a win, would be at Pickford or back home here against Rudyard next week. The only other U.P. team factoring in to the 8-man Division I bracket is St. Ignace. With 5 U.P. teams in, they get pushed south. The Saints, the number 1 seed in Regional 2, which would be a potential state semifinal matchup for whoever comes out of the group of 4 with Pickford, Norway, Newberry, and Rudyard. We will step aside when we come back. More here from Norway as we get you ready for tonight's contest. Keys to the game and players to watch from Newberry Motors when we come back with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
It's a huge inventory reduction sale at Newberry Motors. Get a 2014 Chevy Silverado Crew 4x4 with 152,000 miles for only $19,995 or best offer. With over $2 million in pre-owned late model inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs that gotta go. It's a huge inventory reduction sale happening now at Newberry Motors, your locally owned family-run dealer. Call 906-293-5104 or find us on South M123 in Newberry.
I'll do it if you want me to. Back here in Norway, getting you ready for kickoff. Both teams, their final huddles breaking as we count down. You see it there. Once again, a reminder, due to MHSAA broadcast regulations, live video of tonight's contest is not allowed. Live video exclusive property in the playoffs of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and the NFHS network. But we'll do the best we can to bring it here. A couple of shout outs. Coach Puckett couldn't make the trip, a little under the weather, but he's been fired up all day. And Coach, hopefully we pull this thing out and you're back with us in round 2 next week. Bruce Dake's been in on our broadcast this season as well. Want to send a shout out to Coach Dake and the clan cheering on the Indians from afar. Freddie Bryant reached out, the old Newberry AD and football coach. He's hoping the Indians can somehow play at home next week so he can come up and watch the Indians in round 2. And Fred, I know, tuning in tonight as well. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be, including, I know, some here in Norway. Got the earbuds in and the phones going. We're just about ready to go. Players to watch, obviously, in this one. Matthew Rahali is the center of focus for Norway. They have put a key on him. They had a Matthew Rahali type decoy in practice all week long this week, and all of their preparations have been around stopping, first identifying where Matthew's going to line up, and then what he's doing. And I know Coach Austin and Coach Klickner have talked about their first drive of the game. It's going to be a lot of moving Matthew around to different spots to see how Norway will align. Off of that means it could be a big day for Gavin Nutkins and Kennedy Depew. On the Norway side, their quarterback is number 1, likes to run it a lot, and I'm sure Norway saw the film against Pickford. They're going to run E.U.P quite a bit tonight. Their top player is Wyatt Spade, number 8, out for the year with an ACL injury. We have to keep an eye on Cole Bige and Bryce Adams along with Alex Ortman for the Norway Knights. We step aside, come back, kickoff in tonight's contest.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Are you tired of squinting and straining to see the world around you? Dr. Derek Dake and the team at Northern Lights Vision Center in Newberry is committed to bringing the beauty of clear vision back into your life. Whether you're in need of new eyeglasses or contact lenses, Northern Lights Vision Center has many choices to choose from. Say goodbye to blurry vision and hello to a world of clarity and color. Your journey to a clearer vision starts with a simple call by calling 906-291-2015 to set up an appointment. Let Northern Lights Vision
The E.U.P Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and E.U.P light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and E.U.P Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at E.U.P Trading and Exclusive Moose LLC.
Just wrapped up the national anthem. We may get the lineups here tonight as we get you ready to go in this contest. Norway and Newberry both 7-2 on the season. One common opponent, and that was the Pickford Panthers. Week 5, Pickford came over here to Norway. It was a tight game at the half before the Panthers blew it open and won it 40-18. Hot dogs for sale. I thought it was a food vendor coming down. People are rolling down the hill here in Norway. Halloween costumes are out. Newberry, of course, Pickford It was a back and forth shootout, ended 60-52 in favor of the Panthers, but Newberry knows they did not play their best football of the season. And as a matter of fact, Coach Austin, talking to him at the selection show at the Elks Lodge in Newberry last week, said that he still thinks Newberry's best football is in front of them. And now is the time to turn it on in the Indians with high hopes here in this one. Coached by Joe Austin, who is in the Hall of Fame and back in the playoffs with the Indians. Zach Klickner on offense, Rudy Mendoza defense, Joe Smithson and Ben Rahaly down on the sidelines. Drew Schultz, the former longtime Indian pro, former quarterback and wide receiver, is going to be up in the booth tonight as we get you ready for this one. Keys to the game for Newberry Motors and the Indians. They've just got to play their game. When they are running their system crisp and mistake-free, they maximize their opportunities. 420 total points this season for the Indians. They're also one of the top teams in the U.P. when it comes to quarterback sacks and tackle for losses. If they can control both sides of the ball and pick their spots, they should be great in this one. Get up early, sustain that momentum, try to take this crowd out of it, and control the pace of play. Norway can do a lot of different things, but I think they're going to come out and play a little bit more physical. E.U.P, their quarterback, will run it more than he'll throw it, but isn't afraid to sling it. But the talk around Norway, at least coming out this week, is that they think that they can pound the football and be physical both with their quarterbacks and their running backs. So we'll see what they have in store for this one. Indians are in the road whites, the orange numbers and the black pants. They are lined up to receive the opening kickoff, going left to right from east to west. If you've ever been to Norway, running towards the scoreboard side of the field here in this one. And again, glad to have you along here tonight. A beautiful night in Norway. Ball is teed up. Crowd on their feet, ready to go. Indians fired up with Rahaly deep back. He waits at about the 15, and he's going to get it on a hop at the 21. Rahaly breaks three. Big hit. He's out across the 37 to about the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Good kick coverage there. Rahaly had a seam, but it was closed down quickly. Near side hash. They'll spot him at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Just underway there. See it on the scoreboard. Newberry's going to spread out. They'll go Rahaly to the left. Mohar split out to the right. Kennedy Depew is the back. Motion there and a little counter give to Kennedy Depew. And it looked like Norway all over that one. Rahaly in motion as the Indians try to see how they're going to react to his movement. 2nd and 11, loss of 1 for Kennedy Depew. Over 500 yards rushing. Was the second team all-conference running back in the Great Lakes 8 East. Now they'll split him out wide. Rahaly and Mohar flip. Depew next to Nutkins in the gun. Snap here. Nutkins looks. Little hook and ladder. High ball. Rahaly goes and gets it. Breaks a tackle. Matty, left sideline. Breaks another tackle. And Rahaly out across the 30. 1st down, Indians. Matthew Rahaly just ran a little curl route. Receiver tried to jump the ball, overran it. And Rahaly breaks 2 tackles in front of the Newberry sideline up the field. And a good one there. 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Norway side of the field for the Indians, who break off a big one. Rahaly for 34 yards on 2nd down. Same formation. Norway shows blitz. They bring it. Great option pitch. Rahaly near side. Matty cuts it up. Great block downfield. Forced out of bounds. And another 1st down. Gavin Nutkins runs the option to the right side absolutely perfectly. And the Indians are in the red zone right at the 20-yard line. 2 big plays on their last 2 attempts. 11:06 to go. Clock stops as Rahali ran out of bounds. Indians go gun. They're going to sweep to Depew. Outside zone to the left side. Got the corner. Great blocks by the Indians. And this is going to be close to a first down depending on where they spot it as Depew stepped out. And it looks like they're going to mark him just short, second down. The nose of the football touching the 10-yard line. I'm willing to bet if they measured that, it's a first down, but they're going to play it second and short.
Number 1 staying over there.
Snap here, Rahali. Oh, fake. Nutkins pulls it, cuts it back inside. Touchdown, Gavin Nutkins.
Great pull. Great pull.
Offensive line does a great job pulling in front. Nutkins runs the option again to perfection. And for Gavin Nutkins, he led the JVs down here 2 years ago. They got absolutely pounded by Norway, who ran it up on them. And Nutkins was knocked out of that game. His return to Norway starts out much better. 6-0 Indians, 10:25 to go here in the first. 10-yard touchdown run for Gavin Nutkins. Indians go left hash. They can run Caduti. They can run a boot. They'll show Caduti motion. And Nutkins rolls, fires. Rahali, good. Conversion complete. 10:25 to go. The Indians, a minute and 35. They march at 73 yards, and they are in for the touchdown. Gavin Nutkins on the touchdown run, his 5th of the season. Nutkins, the second team all-conference quarterback in the Great Lakes 8 East. Big plays there from Rahali, big plays from Depew. I tell you what, the Newberry offensive line, they're a little fired up. The local radio station out of Iron Mountain that covers Norway, they do a weekly podcast on Knights football, and their broadcaster went on the record on YouTube in the podcast this week and said, well, Newberry's offensive line, yeah, they're big, but we're stronger and we're faster, and we've played better offensive lines. Well, Newberry, that offensive line just ate them up on that drive. Rahali with the boot, fielded at the 12-yard line. Knights start right side. They'll cut it back. Big hit there. I believe it was Lewicki. Tough second effort. And the Knights get it out across the 30. They will start at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. And here comes the senior. It's Ian Pop. He wears number 1. They have him listed as a running back. Pull by is 24. They will direct snap to either of those guys in the shotgun. They fake sweep, come back, little bubble screen on a swing pass. A lot of room up the left side, and the Knights get a big play right off the bat, out of bounds, right near midfield, just across the right to the 49-yard line. They fake the motion left to right, then swing it back. A nice little swing pass there. Bige and Pop hooking up on that one. Pop to the right of Bige. Same motion. They fake the flip. Try to go counter, and Nelson is all over it. Brian Nelson, big stop, tackle for loss for the Indians. .954 and counting. 2nd and 11. Tackle for loss there for Brian Nelson. Did a great job crashing in from the defensive end spot. Nelson with Gabe Hamilton and Gabe Luck up front. Rahali and Mohar are your linebackers, along with Garrett Lewicki. It's Kennedy Depew and Caden Kellogg on the backside for the Indians in movement up front.
Slot guy move first.
They're going to call it on the Indians here. Far side official signals. Hamilton jumped across.
Doesn't matter. That slot guy.
Pavey in there now as the Indians go 42.
Same play.
But nice to see the instant impact some of these JV guys have made since coming up. Bige, drop back, rolls to the right, under pressure, fires, hit the little cross drag to the tight end. Incomplete, they say, on the far side. Oh, no. They'll give it to him. The far side official waved incomplete, then throws it back in. Enough for a first down. Everything so far, when they've dropped back to pass, been very quick for Norway. That was Alex Ortman cutting straight across the formation from left to right. Norway trying to match Newberry's opening score. The Knights are in Indians territory. Snap here. They're going to go with a screen pass. Good job, stretch to the sideline. Indians with a big hit. Walking Depew coming over. 8:48 to go. Indians on top, 8-0. 4 plays, minute and a half. Nutkins on the 10-yard touchdown run. A drive that saw big plays for Matthew Rahali and Kennedy Depew to help set it up. Norway, long time in the huddle here. They'll break it out. Ortman goes to the far side. He's all alone. He's been the swing guy. And movement. Whistle dead. And now a false start. Norway wanted that one to go against the Indians as well. Makes it 2nd and 14. 41-yard line. Newberry on top, 8-0. So much for the bus legs. Indians have come out racing here. Shotgun by, straight back. He's going to look, wants the deep ball. Left side, has a man, caught, touchdown. Ortman on the grab. Just a one-on-one route deep. Indians get beat. And Norway gets a 2-point try to tie it up here. It's 8-6. Right up the left sideline. Just a straight go route. That misdirection with Norway. They moved backs around. Everything's been quick and short. They've gotten the Indians playing aggressively, biting up. And they pop one over the top. Run here. Straight snap. Wildcat Indians stand tall. Big stop there by Mohar. Both teams score on their first drive. Indians hold serve on the 2-point conversion. Different look there. Owen Bige, who's the sophomore, called up, took the snap and went straight lead, and Newberry all over it. Coaches for Norway, Scott Pop, Andy Medina, Chris Burnt. So 8:31 to go, and the Indians hold an 8-6 lead. Got to shake that off. Can't let it carry over to the defensive side of the ball. The kick here. They're going to give the up man, Depew, a chance. Left side. He gets around the corner, lowers his shoulder, and KD fights out to about the 42-yard line. Referees not holding their spots. Some signs have gotten mixed up. Referee started at the 40, angled out to the 43. One referee's at the 42, and they'll spot it at the 43-yard line. Left hash. Indians working left to right. Rahali up top with Gabe Luck split out wide now. Depew's one-on-one to the bottom side of the formation, closest to us. Check that. It's Depew, gets the handle, breaks a tackle, and it's going to be a short gain. Depew fights forward, has a gain of 3. It was Mohar split out wide and not Depew, and Kennedy plunges forward. 8:10 to go. Second drive of the ball game. Both teams scoring. Norway using the pass. Newberry used a combination, and they'll now go trips to the near side. Norway only sends 2 guys out in coverage. Bubble screen. Rahali to Depew. Block was missed, and Ian Pop throws him down in the backfield. They were all over that one. Once they saw screen, they just came flying up. And that's where you might come back to that later with a little bubble go. Maybe a quick slant on a hot route off of that. Because all Norway's defensive end didn't even pressure. He just slid straight out to the left in coverage. And the 2 guys out on the trips came flying up, beat the blocker. Rahali fakes, now keeps it, quarterback draw. He's wrapped up. So after a 4-yard loss on the bubble, Rahali gets back about 5, but it's 4th and 8 from just shy of midfield. And the Indians will probably have to punt here. 8-6 midway through the first.
Especially when Maddie's back there.
Nobody back to return for Norway. They're going to defend the fake. Depew with a great boot all the way up. Takes a hop, a skip, and down at the 36-yard line. So Norway gets the first stop of the game. Indians will try to hang on to this lead, 8-6. See if Newberry makes any adjustments. They are going to stay in their 4-man front. Nelson and Luck the ends with Hamilton and Pavey inside. Mohar, Rahali, the linebackers, Lewicki and Kennedy Depew, and the secondary. Here we go. Norway lines it up. They'll go jet motion right to left, flip it, and a little jet shovel pass. That's out of the Pickford playbook. They run that story to Bennon. Nice little plunge forward. 84 is Cameron Varda, a sophomore. Norway back in the 8-man playoffs for the second straight year. They were knocked out early last year by Munising, which set up that matchup in the mud pit in round 2 between the Indians and the Mustangs.
It'll take a long time.
Out of the huddle, little unbalanced look. Single receiver to the far side. Both of these teams, similar formations. Pop lined up as they put an extra man in the backfield. Plunges forward, gets enough for a first down. He's across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They moved the chains. And pulled the spot back. Hey, 5.5 to go. Trips now. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pop is in the slot here. He slips and falls. Buys under pressure. Scampers. Couple of missed tackles. And disaster turns into a positive for the Knights. Going to be a gain of about 6. They wanted the quick slant to Pop out on the right side slot, but he went down on his break. And Baez had to just scramble.
Well, I think it was a hitch. He fell down, but unless he was going to crank it up for you guys. Yeah. Trips down here.
Trips to the left side. They'll go motion. Fake the shovel. Drive up the middle. That's going to be short of a first down. Knights, though, now across midfield. Probably down in distance-wise. In 2-down territory here. Newberry, be nice if they could push them back here. Force a punt. We got 3rd and 1 from the 45-yard line. Left hash. Norway with some confusion. And they're going to have to call a timeout. Receivers came up, lined up all wrong. They scramble back over. Timeout Knights, 3:49 to go here in the first. That's 8-6 Newberry on top with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Stoynoff, and I want to welcome you to the Northern Star Chiropractic in Newberry. As the area's leading chiropractor with nearly 2 decades of experience, I'll get you straightened out and back in the game in no time at all. Nobody has a passion for your care like Northern Star Chiropractic. Come see and feel what we can do for you today. 906-291-2300, Northern Star Chiropractic, downtown Newberry.
Kid Hardbrook, glad to have you along here from the Rodberg Field in Norway. We're in the war bunker on the hillside. Nice night, sheltered from the wind. Big Newberry crowd making the trip over. Big play here, 3rd and 1. Norway is going to spread it out. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Baez all alone. They'll motion Ortman. They go into a wheel. They're looking for the deep ball again. He's all alone. He caught it. Touchdown. Knights. Alex Ortman ran the wheel out of the jet motion, and nobody picked him up. And Norway hits their second big touchdown pass of the quarter. And for the first time tonight, the Knights lead it 12-8.
Are we passing that off?
Baez not afraid to sling the football. They're going to go power. Now they'll split pop out to the left. Baez fakes. He's going to boot. Wants the corner. Pressure. Back across. Wide open. Ortman again. Boy, oh boy. A lot of people thought the Knights were doomed when they lost Wyatt Spade earlier in the season. An all-U.P caliber receiver, but Ortman continues to find ways to get open. The Indians can't hang their heads. They can't get frustrated. They have to answer back. And so far, Pop has been more decoy than delivery man for the Knights. He was a big focus in preparations this week. The Indians have had Matthew Rahali basically spying him. Ready to tee up the kickoff. 3:42 to go. First quarter. Knights leading 14-8. Kick. Rahali on the catch at the 22. Maddie, near side. Cuts back off a block. Makes another one miss. He's out across the 35 to the 37-yard line, which is where Newberry started their first drive of the night earlier in the quarter. And went down and scored. Late flag here. Oh, no, it's the ball. I can't see. Looked like the flag was lining up again. The guy was just standing there. I don't have my trusty backup camera screen tonight to double check what I'm seeing. Notkins with Depew. There's the give. Depew brought down in the backfield. Norway is clamped down their last two drives after giving up some big runs early. And now the Indians fighting an uphill battle. Second and long. Key for the Indians is I said it in the pregame, have to keep playing their game. They can't change things up or try to overhaul things on the fly just because of one bad stretch. Throw, dive, no signal. There's a flag. Out, referee tucks it back in. And we're going to get an incomplete pass.
Third down.
3rd and 15. Indians raced out to the lead. Norway matched it. After a stop, the Knights have pulled ahead. Notkins takes a draw. Rahali on a deep post. Luck, open, caught it. Gabe Luck across midfield. They went with Rahali on the deep post over the middle. Both defenders and Luck. Good job to adjust, come back to the football, haul that thing in. And a game full of big plays early on continues here as the Indians have a first down from the Norway 44-yard line. Break the huddle, working right or left to right here. Rahali in the backfield with Notkins. Depew split wide. They're going to go with a quick screen. Right up the sideline. Good quick hitter there. We'll get the Indians 6 more yards, not points, but still from 3rd and long. Great job by the Indians to execute there. We've already seen some big swings and momentums, big plays where the defense thinks they have a stop and then a huge gain. Big gainers to set up touchdowns. Oh, Knights offsides. And this is going to be close to a first down. They gave Depew 5 on the run, and it is enough according to the down marker. And it is a first down. Indians, they're ready to go. Race right up to the ball on the spot. It's now from the 33-yard line. 2:20 to go. They must have saw something here. They go Rahali straight ahead. Over 2,000 all-purpose yards, 30-plus touchdowns. That's an easy play call there. Matty Rahali averaged a touchdown on 19% of the plays that he had the ball. 1 out of every 5. Scored punt, kick, interception, returns, passing, running, and receiving. Snap. They go back to the lead horse. Rahali bottled up. Short gain. Norway flowing to the football, but it's a short yardage conversion this time. Last time it was 3rd and 15. Now it's 3rd and about 6.
Third down. Automatically comes off.
I would feel a lot easier if the chain gang would see the spot of the ball. Referees are spotting the ball, and the chain gang's moving. Linemen standing still while the referees are looking for the ball. Fake. Quick slant. Underthrown. Notkins kind of rushed that one out there. Falls short. Went left side to Kennedy Depew. would have been right at the first down sticks.
Stay towards the sideline, not even running.
And now from the 29-yard line, 4th and 6. Indians down 14-8 as we are in the final minute of quarter number 1. Nutkins gets the play call. Gav going to go out wide. Rahali will be the quarterback. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Rahali on the draw, fumbled the football, which he hasn't done all year. The Indians have it, but they're going to be short. And the Knights, for the second straight drive, get a stop. Heads up by Jude Taylor. He saw the ball come out and jumped on top of it. The Indians end up a yard short. And at the 24-yard line, the Knights get it back 14-8. 51 seconds to go here in the first. And Newberry.
Yeah, you got something where you can fake it to Matty on the dive and then throw it out to somebody.
Needs a stop.
Yeah, if
They've started drive strong, but long yardage passes from Beige to Ortman have been a difference maker so far. Trips. Now the motion pop. Beige, straight drop. Wants pop on that jet wheel. Out of bounds. And Rahali's going to get flagged. They're going to say he shoved him out of bounds up to the left sideline. He's looking at the sidelines with his hands out. Joe Austin. Hat goes flying. Pass interference, the call there. 15-yard penalty. They give him 16. The chains moved, and they forgot where the ball was on the previous play. Same formation. Everybody stacked to the right. Pop in motion. Beige looks right. Pressure by Luck. Over the middle. Ortman again. He's off to the races. A deep touchdown pass. And the Knights are 3 for 3 here in the first quarter, and it is 20-8 with 37 seconds to go. And that's going to put Ortman well over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns here in the first quarter. And Beige just drops it into the basket. Luck with a little bit of pressure. They hit Ortman on that wheel, then came back to it with Pop on the pass interference. Little swing pass, 2-point conversion good. And then run the same thing, but throw it to the backside. Everybody biting on the jet. 22-8, the Knights on top with 37 seconds to go. It's M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Norway to kick it off. 3 straight touchdown scores. They'll go short kick to Rahali from the 25. Maddie wrapped up second level out to the 39-yard line. And the Indians need a spark. They struck first. A minute and a half into this ball game, they led it 22-8. They stalled just short of midfield on their second drive, came up a yard short on a 4th down last drive, and off of those 2 stops, Norway has continued to sail through the air here. on a week where they thought they'd have to play tough physical football, they have outran the Indians here in the first. Give up the middle, bounced outside Depew, runs a guy over, Kennedy, or Maddie rather, off to the races, 20, 10, touchdown, Yanita Spark, there it is. Off the left side, somebody for Norway just got trucked. Maddie Rahali. To the house. And Newberry comes back with a big swing. 61 yards for Rahali. And this thing turning into a shootout. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter. Indians on the conversion try. They'll go Caduti motion. They're going to keep it. Throw, back corner, jump.
Got it, he's in.
Came down out of bounds, they'll say. So that'll keep the score 22-14. The good news, quick strike for the Indians. The tough news may be, I don't know if Coach Mendoza's had enough time to make any adjustment. One play, 69 yards. Newberry with the big play up the left side. But they needed that. They needed a little spark. And now the Knights will get it back. 3 drives, 3 scores here in the first. All passes to Ortman. Alex Ortman is a 6'2", 165 senior.
Okay. I got money. Hot chocolate or water. All right.
So, Rahali now. A run up in the kick. The whistle sends us to play here. Good, hard line drive kick. It's going to backspin, and it checks up out of bounds. Rahali trying to pin him inside the 20, and it took one hop too many, and it's out to the 35. It looks like Norway is going to make him kick again. And we are resetting. The first time in any game I've done this season that I've seen a team go for the re-kick. So, he will now boot from the 35-yard line. The run up. Rahali this time with the boot, and he pulls it to the other side. And I think Norway might just have him keep doing this here. He's only kicked one out of bounds all season, one to the right, which was trying to be a little squib that he tries to check up on the hop. That one, he went straight line drive boot, but just pulled it to the left, and we'll kick it for the third time. Maddie, kickoff attempt number 3. Run up. That one straight, went high and short, bounces at the 30, picked up at the 27. Nice little cut back there. And then Depew ripped the ball out. Indians have it. That's a Newberry fumble. And they recover. Gabe Luck recovers it. Kennedy Depew ripped it out at the 40-yard line as they were trying to drive the return man out of bounds. Cameron Barta brought it to the left sideline. Right on the numbers, got wrapped up, kept fighting. Depew comes in and rips it out. Gabe Luck on top of it, and the Indians start at the 35-yard line, and we are still in the first quarter. Nutkins He's going to go deep ball.
Come back, come back.
Depew came back.
That's okay, he does this.
Incomplete. Took a shot. Good adjustment by Depew. He was a step short and Pop got his hands in there. Nine seconds left there in the quarter. Indians off a fumble recovery. The first turnover of the night. 2nd and 10. They break the huddle. 35-yard line. Taylor, Pavey, Hamilton up front. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like Raholly next to Nutkins, or no, Depew rather. He gets bottled up. Forward progress at the line of scrimmage, and that is the end of the first quarter. Plenty of fireworks here in Newberry as we get the first quarter underway. It's the MHSAA 8-player Division I Regional Semifinals. Newberry and Norway with M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
They said they're making some, but there's like 90 people behind me.
Back here in Norway, Ronberg Field, home of the Knights. Back and forth first quarter. The Knights lead at 22-14. Newberry with a fumble recovery on the kickoff late in the first quarter. They now face a 3rd and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Can't be anybody over top, Zach. First, they're crashing inside so hard.
Winner of this one gets the winner of Rudyard and Pickford. We're going to send out a call for a score in that one here. Nutkins, snap, wants the screen, too far in front of Raholly, and another 4th down conversion coming up for the Tribe.
There was enough time. You could have him on the angle. There's nobody over the middle.
We did get a score update here at the quarter break. Iron Mountain, number 1 team in the UP and 11-man in the final football poll, 49-0 at the end of the first quarter. They lead Maple City, Glen Lake. Big 4th down here. Raholly in the gun, trips to the left. He's going to throw it. He wants the deep ball. Looking for Depew. Pass interference coming. A flag on the near side.
We're all right. Hey, we got new light.
Yep. Took out Depew. It was Mohar on the deep ball.
They were manned up over here. They grabbed KD. I'll take one on your side.
Should. 4th and a yard. It's a 9-yard pass. They called the 15-yard pass interference call earlier. Defensive holding. Indians only get 9. Toss, Rahali. Enough for a first down. Breaks a tackle. Dives across. At the half, Pickford up 14-0 on Rudyard in the other semifinal. Winner of this one, the winner of that Pickford-Rudyard contest, meet in the regional final next week. Nutkins, snap, fakes it, pulls the option, gets met, lowers his shoulder. Good, tough run for Nutkins. He'll get about 3 inside the 10. Indians trailing 22-14. Season on the line between these two teams.
Hey, they're jamming that middle up, so yeah, it's just they're on an island on that over here on the corner.
Nutkins gonna look. He'll roll left. Pressure from behind. He gets ripped down. Norway wants it to be a fumble. Lead referee rolls it down, but it is 3rd and about 19 for the Indians. We've seen big conversions from both sides here in this one. Nutkins got spun and whipped to the ground.
You guys got some sort of corner or flag or something. Gabe's up there by himself.
Gabe Luck to the right. Depew to the left. Rahali next to Nutkins. What do the Indians do? They'll go jet motion. Depew left to right. Fake the counter off of it. They want their own wheel. Backside screen. Rahali all alone. Outside. Gets ripped down at the 2-yard line. Nice little play on a backside screen. Good lead block.
On the 2.
Is it going to be enough for a first down? 4th and 1. It's basically a 2-point conversion spot here from the left hash at the 3-yard line. Nutkins gets the play. Big spot here for the Tribe. Depew and Rahali as the Indians go power. Norway responds. 5 men up front with 3. They try to go toss. It's blown up. Knights with a goal line stand. Ian Pop with the stop. And the Knights will take over at their own 8-yard line. And Newberry, all 8 guys coming on the power set. Norway loads up the box to counter that heavy set for Newberry. And they give nothing to Rahali. And the Knights will take over at their own 9-yard line. See if the Indians can respond. They forced a turnover on the kickoff return last time.
Down here. He's coming. He's running.
Snap. Deep ball again. Out of the fingertips.
Yep, that's way better.
Bryce Adams, incomplete. Lewicki on the coverage. Good job there. Didn't allow him to turn and find the football. 2nd down. St. Ignace up 26-0 on Central Lake. Pickford has just gone up 20-0, I do believe. Gunnar Bennon, a 65-yard run on the shuffle pass. Ground and pound, 14-0 still at the half. And then they're playing in a downpour in Pickford.
Good.
Nice job by the Indians up front. Dive straight ahead. Pavey gets in. Gabe Luck gets in. 3rd and long for the Knights.
Third down. Something like that.
Jet motion. Oh, back slipped and fell, and we're going to have a flag. That's illegal motion.
They were coming back this way.
Yep, 2 guys moving. He was trying to stop and then motion back out. They did that in the first quarter on a couple of quick swing passes. They motion from right to left. He stopped trying to come back. He falls down, and then the timing on everything else gets all messed up, and it's 3rd and 15. Ball at the 5.
Trips down here, trips down here.
Bies drops back, fires the dirt, intercepted, picked off over the middle, ripped down. Big play for the Indians. Who is it? Kennedy Depew with the interception, just sat and waited. And Bies on the scramble threw it right to him at the 25-yard line. And Depew brings it back down to the 11. The Indians, another turnover. And with 8:47 to go, they take over back in the red zone. Clear night. Beautiful here in Norway. The sun was shining when we pulled in. Sun's gone down now. Keeper here for Nutkins on the option. It'll be a gain of 1. Light breeze. Picture perfect. It spit rain a little bit on the way over. A light mist. But they got no rain at all in Norway today. 1 4-yard circle of muck near a kickoff spot. Other than that, then beautiful. Indians got to hustle. Less than 10 to snap it. Nutkins in the gun. Depew to the left. Looks, quick slant. Rahali, it was more of a hitch. Good job there on Gavin Nutkins. A good quick ball, and here we are, 3rd down from the 3, or from the, well, it's got to be from the 4. We'll spot him at the 5.
4.
10 yards, fellas, equals a first down. We see 9-yard penalties and 4-yard penalties and 16-yard penalties. And for a guy who's terrible at math, I like the 5 and 10s and 15s. Give here, Rahali inside, bounces outside. Corner, touchdown. He got his legs chopped out from under him. And late flags coming in here. I don't think some of the Newberry players appreciated Norway. Rahali was stretching it across the goal line.
After the score, right?
Unsportsmanlike on the Indians.
Yes, the touchdown's good. Touchdown's good. Okay,
So 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Indians. That'll come here on the 2-point conversion try. So the touchdown is good.
You're taking the yards now?
It was after the play.
Dead ball forward. Yeah.
I think that's got to go on the kickoff.
Is the touchdown still standing?
Touchdown's good. 2-point try will be from the 18-yard line. So Rahali was into the end zone. A Norway player chops his knees out at the goal line. He flips over into the end zone, and then the pushing and shoving after. Newberry gets called for a penalty, and now they need an 18-yard two-point conversion to tie the football game, and they won't get it. Incomplete pass to the left side. But Newberry's taken back momentum, back-to-back scores off of a pair of turnovers. Kennedy Depew ripped away a fumble on Norway's last kickoff return, and then Depew picks off a pass deep in Norway territory, and the Indians, with 14 points off of some turnovers here, are right back in it 22-20 as we near the midway point in this first half. It's 22-20. Rahali will now kick right to left. He's got the wind at his back here in the second quarter. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along. Opening night of the playoffs. Pickford and Rudyard, 14-0 at the half. St. Ignace up big on Central Lake, 26-0. We've got the game of the night here in a 22-20 shootout. Rahali, boot. Mishandled at the 10-yard line. He almost caught it on a knee, and Newberry's all over it. Big, big hit there. Lewicki just rocked the guy. He got added to this special teams unit yesterday, earned a spot in practice, and he just steps up and sticks the return man. 7:09 to go. Knights back on offense. They scored on their first 3 drives. Big, big scoring plays in the passing game. But Newberry has buckled down.
He's physical inside.
One receiver each way. It's the Newberry offense for Norway. Same formation, low motion. Single back with 2 receivers. They're going for the jet wheel. They'll throw the deep ball at a post. Incomplete. Kennedy Depew like a blanket on Ortman, and they go with that jet motion into the wheel pass, but this time go deep over the middle off of that. They're trying to fake Newberry out here, and Depew, what a last handful of minutes that man has had. (22-20). Newberry staying in the 42. Tell you what, Rahali and Pop were shadowing each other. Pop been isolated. Halfback pass. Trick play. And it could go. Oh, a big one. Ortman cuts it back to the 10. Whipped out, fumble. Indians get it.
We got it at the 1.
And Newberry will take over. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen so much on one play. Norway tosses the ball to their running back. He throws it deep down the field to Ortman. Cuts back at the 20. Gets to the 5. Rahali punches it out from behind. Mohar scoops it up at the 2. Almost falls into the end zone and is down at the 1-yard line. He actually might have been in the end zone and fought his way back out. Oh, gut check. Indians, their 3rd straight turnover. And what looked like it would be 28-20, Newberry punches it up the middle, and Depew pulling guys. What a half for Kennedy Depew. Big game there. It's going to be worth 14, and it gets Newberry out of the shadow of the goalpost. Rahali had one move, or that was going to be a touchdown. He punches the ball out. Newberry fighting to the whistle, and maybe Norway on a kickoff return, and they're on that play fighting one step too hard. Rahali take the little route. They plunge it back to Depew. Newberry flattened the guy right in his path. He had to do a little hurdle move, and he gets 3. Halfback toss pass on a trick play from Norway. Ortman was the only guy in the county at the 35 that caught it. Cuts back at the 20, and Kennedy Depew and Matthew Rahali ran that thing down. Depew forced him back inside. And the Indians have a big chance here. Play fake. Deep ball was open. Coach Schultz is up here with us. Jacob Mohar. He was the only guy in the county on that play, but they go short to Rahali.
That's what I mean. Everybody's so hard. The deep middle's gonna be open.
Norway flying up to the football. They do not want 24 to have it. They've gotten an eye opener from number 8. Kennedy Depew, one heck of a half to keep Newberry in this football game. Indians go Rahali alone to the right. Depew next to Nutkins. Mass protect here. Double move for Rahali. Deep post almost caught by Gabe Luck over the middle. In and out of the hands. Triple covered. But Nutkins put that ball on the money. Tough catch for Luck in coverage. But a good spot for Nutkins because that ball can't get picked off. And the Indians on 4th and 6 will line up to punt. But you'll take that considering you could have gave up a touchdown. Snap high, but Depew gets it from the 5. He's going to kick it all the way across midfield, and it's going to take a 30-yard roll down to the 25-yard line. Kennedy Depew with a 51-yard net on that punt. And a 60-plus yard total kick number on that one. Booted it from the 5, and Norway gets it at the 25. And if you take a deep breath and go back through the last minute of game time, that's a big swing for the Indians.
Hey, Zach, let them know that the middle of the field's open, too. Talk to them more.
So now, Newberry will send the defense back out.
They're on islands.
Norway, their last 3 possessions. Fumble on a kick return. Interception. And then a fumble on their way into the end zone. And Norway's got to take a timeout. And Coach Pop is not happy. 5:19 to go. And that will be the final timeout of the half for the Knights.
We've just got to keep everything going.
Roller coaster ride of emotions here in this one. Both teams talking it over here. 5:19 to go, coming up at the break. This week in high school sports from the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Latest on this opening week of the playoffs. Volleyball districts getting underway next week. I believe it's soccer championship weekend this weekend. So out of the timeout. Knights go with the shotgun. There's the jet motion. They're going to go with the swing pass. Almost brought down in the backfield. Then Newberry misses a couple tackles before they rally to the football. And a Knight player slow to get up. That was 84. Barda, who's been their kick returner, He got caught in the mess. Turns out to be a gain of 3.
Yeah. He's hating life right now.
Second down and 8. They're going to go counter run here to Pop. Broke a tackle. Shoestring. Tackle from Lewicki. That's a first down across midfield for Pop. I believe that's his first carry of the night. But all Beige and Ortman here in this one. Clock should be running, and there it goes as they mark him inbounds.
Hey, that's just winning up here. We're okay with 2 points. Yep. Good call.
And movement.
Ball start. Here we go.
Ball start.
Yeah, are we jamming? Oh, start that minute? Yeah, jam that. Yep. Good. Perfect.
With what voice he has left, I can hear Ben Rahali yelling, it's time. First and 15. That'll back the Knights up to the 49-yard line. Or no, to the 46-yard line. First and 15. Drop back here. Fake one way. Back the other way. Leaping catch by Pop. And Matty Rahali puts a body on a man. Pop might have got the wind popped out of him. Twice the entertainment tonight without the rest of the broadcast team. Blake Doak's the spotter tonight because I can't see. I'm looking at all these commercials for Northern Lights Vision Center. I might have to go. Give here up the middle. One tackle missed. Second tackle. Rahali spun him down. Walking Lewicki, who's having a really good ball game. Well, face-to-face helmet bump with Gabe Luck. I don't know if I'd take that fight if I were the Knights. That's okay. Just keep poking the bear. I already called the Indians. They did, big and slow, prior to the game. That fired them up. Snap here. Give on a little sweep. Great blocks by the Knights. Right sideline. Another touchdown saving tackle. Rahali into Pew. Running down Verda, who came back from getting knocked out earlier in the drive. And that was just great block. And they sealed the wall. They get the second level. And that's just easy running for Verda up the right sideline to the 12-yard line and a first down. 2:45 to go. Knights do not have a timeout remaining. Newberry has 3. Norway will break it here. We've seen a little bit more run game and power football here. They're going to go orbit motion, counter off of it. It's a loss. Oh, helmet came off. And they're going to call a penalty. Stilson made a great play. Coach Pop arguing something. He's getting the penalty. It's going to be half distance to the goal. Personal foul. For what? No signal. It wasn't. Hard to rip off a helmet with a face mask.
Yeah. Takes some skill to do that.
And if it's a horse collar, it would be on the pad. One of those plays that looks worse than what it is, and Stilson makes a great play, a 3-yard loss. Flags at the 13, half the distance to the goal, and an automatic first down. So first and goal from the 7 for the Knights. Stilson just reached out. The guy's helmet popped off, gets called for the flag. Give here, same play, up the middle, cuts it back, fight there. Jude Taylor with the stop. Gabe Luck as well, down to the 3 for the Knights with 2:28 and counting. Norway wants to take as much time off the clock here. They will get the ball coming out for the third quarter. William Dunbar into the ball game as the Indians rotate up front. Dunbar had a great game against Manistee Catholic Central last week, career high with 11 tackles. Little option pitch to the left, blown up in the backfield by Rahali. But he goes out of bounds. Third down. Ball is back to the 4. Indians changing it up. Nelson and Pavey back in. Big one here. Quick break. Trap block. Indians stop them short of the end zone.
No, sir.
Why are we stopping the clock? Well, there it goes. Why is the clock stopped? Oh, with 1:01 to go.
13, 14. You just gave them 13 seconds.
First down and goal from the 1. Norway might get 2 cracks at it here. Indians got to be tough. Same thing, right up the gut. Indians get the stop. Rahali keeps them out. Ball at the 1-yard line. No huddle for the Knights. Quarterback sneak, didn't get it. Blown up.
Let's go. We lost that one. Hey, be ready.
Yep. They're looking for a spot. They're backing them up.
Trap.
They got to wait for the official to get set, and they spike it. 4th and 1. 5 seconds to go here in the half. 2 big stops for the Indians on the goal line. Ball at the 2. Right hash. 2 big stops. And boy, that 15 seconds we lost.
Yeah.
After the first down, where they forgot to restart the clock, could be a difference. Fumbled snap, flag, false start.
Okay, perfect. So 4th and 7. Okay.
Oh, in college, that's a 10-second runoff.
We already lost that.
Begging. Only 4-second runoff. Doesn't have to be the full 10. So that does back the Knights up to the 7.
Watch the trap. Yep, that tackle's got he's wide. That tackle's wide.
Snap. They're going to look. Throw. Caught. Touchdown, Knights. Ortman flexes for the TV cameras. His 4th touchdown of the half. And this is a big 2-point conversion here with Norway on top, 28-20. Oh, man.
See, we lost 15 seconds. That shouldn't even happen.
Newberry. Timeout here. 28-20, Ortman with his 4th touchdown catch of the half. So Newberry will try to keep it a 1-score game going to the break. So, the rain has started to move through now. What was a dry, nice night is whipping west to east. We'll see what that does at the break. 2-point try here. Snap. Throw. Incomplete. Feet got tangled. Incidental contact. And that will bring us to the half. Norway 28. Newberry 20. We step aside here at the half. It is M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The list of 3-time MHSAA Finals champions in girls golf grows by 2, and a perfect season on the tennis court ends with a championship. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Lauren Timpf and Mia Melendez are no strangers to winning golf tournaments, and the pair each captured their 3rd individual girls' Lower Peninsula golf title over the weekend, becoming just the 7th and 8th golfers in MHSAA history to do so. Timpf from Macomb Lutheran North shot a final round 67 to win Division III by 8 strokes. Her performance helped Lutheran North to a 3rd place overall finish. Grand Rapids Catholic Central finished 1st. Melendez, a junior from Ann Arbor Green Hills, won her 3rd straight Division IV title by firing a 2-day total of 148, 2 strokes better than the field. Melendez will enter her senior year with a chance to be the first Lower Peninsula girls golfer to win 4 straight titles ever. Lansing Catholic won the team title in Division IV. In Division II, Lauren Davis of Coopersville is your individual champ, while Farmington Hills Mercy repeated as team champ. And in Division I, Elise Fennell of East Kentwood captured medalist honors. Rochester Adams was the top team. For more on all 4 divisions of Lower Peninsula girls golf, make sure you check out MHSAA.com. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the last week. First up, Pickford's Talia Schreiber. She captured the U.P. Division III girls cross country title and set a D3 cross country finals record in the process, clocking in at just under 18 minutes and 50 seconds. On the boys' side, Sault Ste. Marie's Gabe Litzner broke 16 minutes in winning the U.P. Division I boys cross country title. He's just the 2nd runner in the U.P. to ever break 16 minutes. And to Hearts, Jose Luis Andaverde. He scored 4 times in a win over Ravenna, giving Hart their 1st win over the Bulldogs since 1992, their 8th win, which tied a school record, and qualified Hart for the playoffs
seniors,
for the first time
ever.
ever.
The year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Soccer games in the postseason have one big noticeable difference from the regular season. In the postseason, games cannot end in a tie, so the games go to overtime and possibly a shootout. Here's how that works. If a game is tied at the end of regulation, it will go to overtime, which is 2 10-minute periods played in its entirety. There is no sudden death or golden goal winner. If there is a winner at the end of the 20 minutes, that team wins and advances to the next round. If it is still tied, we move to a shootout. In the shootout, the teams alternate taking 5 penalty kicks. If it is still tied after 5 kicks, they each kick until the tie is broken.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. How about the season Austin King had on the tennis courts for Midland Dow? The junior ripped through a perfect regular season and backed that up by winning a MHSAA title in Division II at #1 singles. King did all of that without losing a single set the entire season. He ends 37-0 and helped Dow win a second straight team tennis title, their 8th in the last 17 years. In Division I, Bloomfield Hills repeats as the Lower Peninsula Boys champs. Bloomfield Hills Cranbrook Kingswood won it all in Division III. And Ann Arbor Green Hills is the champion of Division IV. It's the Griffins' 4th title in the last 6 years. Complete brackets and coverage of all 4 divisions, both team and individual results, are all available online at MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Are you tired of squinting and straining to see the world around you? Dr. Derek Dake and the team at Northern Lights Vision Center in Newberry is committed to bringing the beauty of clear vision back into your life. Whether you're in need of new eyeglasses or contact lenses, Northern Lights Vision Center has many choices to choose from. Say goodbye to blurry vision and hello to a world of clarity and color. Your journey to a clearer vision starts with a simple call by calling 906-291-2015 to set up an appointment. Let Northern Lights Vision Center light up your world.
Dr. Igor Sedekov is a board-certified dermatologist joining the Helen Newberry Joy team at the Gibson Family Health Clinic.
So the primary focus of me being here is a cancer detection, skin cancer detection in the community and the management of a chronic dermatologic disease.
Some people can be genetically predisposed to skin cancers, while overexposure to sunlight can cause other skin cancers. Dr. Sedekov says sunlight is healthy, but
avoiding blistering sunburn is achieved. A little bit of a tanning is beneficial for maintaining vitamin D levels, maintaining mental health, and a number of other health conditions. If there is a one-liner that can be paid attention to is avoiding blistering sunburns. That would be the number one priority.
The good news, treatment is close to home.
Approximately 95 to 98% of conditions, the care can be provided locally without the local patients traveling anywhere else.
Make an appointment with Dr. Sedekov today at the Gibson Family Health Clinic. Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
Play taking on the Knights. They lead at 28-20. Indians jumped out with a quick score a minute and a half into the ball game. Led it 8-0. Norway through the air rattled off 3 straight scores, but they would not get in again until the final seconds of the second quarter. A little bonus time on a 4th down hurry up. They get into the end zone. In between that stretch, Newberry forced 2 fumbles, had an interception. They actually got back within 2, and the Knights will get the ball here to start off the second half of play. Wind is picking up. The rain was flying through. I don't know if it'll be significant enough, although I've got 3 walls surrounding me. So we'll see the adjustments here in the second half of play as these two teams get ready to go. Before we start tonight's second half, do want to remind you that the broadcast of tonight's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. M123 FM, no reproduction, retransmission, other distribution. The descriptions or accounts of the game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA. M123 FM and the U.P. Sports Network. Now that the legalities are done, let's play football. Rahali to kick left to right. Low squib kick. Second level, fielded at the 31-yard line. Big block there, and then out across the 40 to the 44-yard line. Norway will take over, right pass, looking right to left. Light rain, more of like a windy mist as they come out. The Indians spent a great deal of time trying to key on Ian Pop. Matthew Rahali neutralized him in a one-on-one matchup defensively. But Cole Beige and Alex Ortman have hooked up for 4 touchdowns. And that'll be the key for the Indians here in the second half. The wing here to the left. Different look for the Knights. Tackle way out wide. Yep. They're going to go give. Indians missed the tackle. Come flying in. DePew is going to end up getting it for a loss of 1. Could have been before that.
Bro.
Who's this?
There we go. Mike's not working properly because it's off and I wasn't wearing it. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11. Great drop for Beige. Sidearm to Ortman. Mohar is there. Catch complete. Looks like a gain of about 6. And the Knights going to have a 3rd and 5 coming up here just underway in the second half.
Big stop here on 3rd down.
Blake Doak, former Indians All-UP lineman, joining me for the second half. He's been spotting for us here in the booth. And Pickford is up 22-8 at the end of the 3rd. Winner of that one gets the winner of this one. Big 3rd down conversion right at midfield for the Knights. Beige, deep drop, another cross route, same play they just ran, and that time 7 more yards and a 1st down for Alex Ortman. And Blake, he has been flying all over the yard here in this one.
Yeah, he has.
Yep.
Other UP teams in action. Norway all over Central Lake. That's running time in the second half. St. Ignace is up 26-0 early on Central Lake. Your halftime scoreboard here in Norway. Indians shuffle their defense. They bring some pressure. Little sweep to the outside. Diving tackle. No good. And Pop forced out of bounds. Gabe Luck with the stop out of bounds.
Stretch that out. Don't just
brings
dive.
Up 2nd and 6 here for the Norway Knights.
Run it.
Indians have been rotating 6 defensive linemen in that 40 front. They've made 1 adjustment with Wiki playing more inside and Rahali outside. So he continues to try and lock down. Pop, roll out, throw, deep ball, caught on a back pedal to the outside shoulder. And it's not a pretty delivery by Cole Beige, but he continues to get the job done in the passing game. And one-on-one, Matty Rahali and Pop both making an adjustment for the ball. Rahali turned in, Pop turned out, and that's where the ball lands. Norway down inside the 10-yard line. Ball will be spotted at the 5. Snap here to Pop, up the middle. He has been completely shut down. Dunbar Pavey.
Gabe Hamilton.
Gabe Hamilton
Beats
walked the
up the
whole
middle.
front line. Conversion there. That's a lot of body.
Oh, yeah.
Indians have been solid deep in their own end. They came up with one stop. Should have had another one right before halftime. Quick pass on an out route. Caught. Touchdown. Guess who? Alex Ortman with his
Touchdown
sixth
number 5 for him.
touchdown of the ball game. And Norway goes back up 2 scores. Their largest lead of the night was 22-8. And they're going to try and make this a full 2-score game. Big conversion here as Norway in just under 2 minutes. Right down the field and into the end zone. It'll be Ortman all alone to the right. Baez with pop, shovel pass. He dances, stretched out of bounds. Nelson with the play. So it keeps it a 14-point lead. Indians offense up and down in that first half. One of the problems that they did have was they got in some deep yardage as far as second long, third and long. But they've been able to score quickly on the 3 possessions. They punched it into the end zone. .9:43. Let's see if Maddie Rahali can make something happen here. They've kicked to him all but once, a short one to Kennedy Depew earlier. Indians have changed up their kick return unit this week. It's more of a 43 instead of the diamond, the 1-2-1 in the back, where you see a lot of teams stack them and go 4-2-2. Just blocking lanes. Run up. And the kick, it's going to be a short one. Off the front chest, loose ball. And the Indians will jump on top of it. Mohar gets the cover up. And now Newberry will get a chance to respond. 9:41 to go. They've been down before, but never out. Ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. So a good starting spot past that average mark of the 35.
Little confusion there on Norway's defensive line.
Little orbit motion with Depew. Rahali tripped up.
3 or 4 gain.
Birkland with the stop. Norway just been pinning their ears back and kind of going up front in this ball game. Hoping that, you know what, if they do miss, the back half will clean it up. Newberry trying to counter off of an initial set to catch them off guard here. Rahali's next to Nutkins in the gun. Now they'll roll Rahali out and they blow the flag. Illegal motion.
I like that goal. Get Maddie on the perimeter.
So it'll be 2nd and 15. And behind the chains again, the Indians. The board will say 2nd and 13. Sticks are at about 14. Now Rahali's alone. Trips to the left. Big hole in the middle. That's where Rahali wants to go. On the draw. He's got room. He's gone. 30, 20.
For the Indians.
Matthew Rahali does it again. Back him up. No big deal. The Indians That one for about 67 yards. Matthew Rahali to the house. And I believe he's knocking on the door of 40 total touchdowns on the season. The Great Lakes 8 Defensive Player of the Year. Edged out by Tommy Story in the Offensive Player of the Year vote from Pickford. On a night where Story had 368 yards against Newberry, Rahali had 507 all-purpose. Josh Rader said he didn't deserve to be Coach of the Year after kicking to Rahali in that game. Quick slant, lineman tipped it, roughing the passer. Should have been called. Oh, it was Hamilton that went down, not the passer. He played 2 snaps at quarterback, I think, down here in that JV debacle a couple of years ago. But 34-26, the Indians answer. Can they get the stop? 8:17 left here in this one. (22-16), 11 minutes to go. Pickford on top of Rudyard. Panthers hang on. They will host the winner of this game next week. If Rudyard can rally, they would be at either Newberry or Norway. And how the roles have changed. It was Rudyard trying to cling to a small lead when they ended up going to double overtime back earlier in the season.
And down there, like,
Rahali, the run, the boot, straight, hard line drive, fielded. Ortman at the 18, makes a guy miss. Ortman breaks another tackle. Ortman across midfield. And this man is putting on one incredible performance tonight. And this is the 3rd year in a row. Newberry has seen this in the playoffs 2 years ago. It was all E.J. Suggett for the Bulldogs. Last year, it was all Paramaki for the Mustangs. And tonight, it's been Alex Ortman, 5 touchdown catches, and then just unloads a 35-yard kick return to put the Knights at the 44-yard line. Newberry side of the field. They'll work right to left.
Ethan Pavey making calls on the defensive line.
Ortman will come on that little jet, now hooks it back up. They're just going to look for him. Little out and up. And they're going to call a flag on Kennedy DePew for pass interference. And if you had to grade the interference calls on the Indians this year, I say this with Coach Puckett all the time, we're good for 1 a game, legit or not. Now that's just another one where a lot like the hurling rule, what do you expect the guy to do?
Yeah.
They're taking away the ability to play football from the football players. Automatic. First down. Ball moves inside the 35. Snap.
Drops back, blitz.
Ball hit from behind and incomplete. And a flag.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness. Kennedy DePew
Offensive.
got drugged down. Baish's pass is deflected by a lineman, hitting him as he throws. And they're going to call holding.
So we can't play off and we can't play press. What can we play?
And it's against the Indians.
Wow.
And Drew Schultz is up here in the booth. Kennedy DePew got drugged down, fighting to get back to the football. So 25 plus penalty yards later, and Norway is all of a sudden in the red zone.
15-yard hold. I can't see.
Yeah, 15-yard hold.
Yeah.
They went 20 yards on the
That's
penalty.
one thing I've never seen.
Yeah.
20-yard holding call.
The ball.
They bring her back 6 yards. What do we got going here, Dan?
For 15 yards.
The ball was at the 34-yard line.
Then they just spotted it at the 10.
So they give them 25 yards on a defensive holding. Now they'll back it up, and it's still
18.
It's still a 20-yard penalty. Yeah. That's not from the spot of the foul. It's still not right, but they play on. How do you get some of the stuff we've seen tonight through the hands incomplete in a playoff game? Had me yards on the interference.
Somebody actually stepped in front of 3-3 that time.
And then
second and 10 here.
The ball should have been at the 34. I don't know. I have completely lost what's going on. We're at the 19-yard line. At Newberry, they've just got to keep their composure. All this
Crosser again.
deep pass coming back. Caught out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The sticks are already moving before they even spot the ball. This is ugly.
Should have a 3rd and 2.
So we'll spot them at the 10.
Yep, 3rd and 2.
7:49 to go. The wheels are coming off the buggy, and all of a sudden Norway looks like an 11-man football team again. 3 of them not wearing blue, they're wearing black and white. False start.
We got a 3rd and 7 here.
They called that on the Newberry defensive line. It would have been an orange and black colored riot here in Norway. Then it's getting both teams off their game now. Norway's calling plays thinking it's second and or 1st and goal from the, they thought they were getting the ball at the 5 or the 9.
Again. Oh.
Snap.
Swing.
Fake motion. Deep post. Jump ball. Intercepted
by Raw.
By Raw. Incomplete.
Oh.
They say it hit the ground.
There's another questionable one for you, Daniel. That is something I've never seen before right there.
This stool is the flying object. So no interception.
Hey, 4th down now.
No, they got a flag over there.
And a flag on the far side. This is going to come on the Newberry sideline. He gave them a warning.
All right. We got 4th and 7 here.
Sideline warning. Coach Schultz confirms it for us. Sideline warning for Newberry.
4-man front.
They're going to bring pressure.
Dave Hamilton coming in.
Fade, back corner, jump ball. Touchdown. Not surprised when he can't play defense. Alex Ortman, 6 touchdown catches.
Brings the score to 40-26 Norway here.
Again, another big conversion. But Newberry at some point will need a stop, even if they keep scoring.
Big stop here.
So no interception after the string of penalties. And on 4th down, they get the job done. Snap. Things get jammed in the middle. Hamilton with a body check. Jump ball, incomplete, no flags. And Gabe Hamilton said enough of Ortman. He came across the middle and just pancaked.
He met him about 4 or 5 yards off the ball, just said goodnight.
So, deep breath, everybody. You're still in this ball game.
Hit him.
And if you're Newberry, you got to take your frustrations out on the other side. Kickoff coming, 7:37 to go.
I wouldn't see him kicking it back to Rahali here this play, did.
They did go short again last time. Rahali has moved up. He's now at the 20. He's been hanging out at about the 15. Has to be careful here, though, because the wind is at the kicker's back, and they will pooch it. They will go to Mohar. And Jacob Mohar breaks it. High step. Mohar, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown. The one-legged wonder on the torn ACL. And Jacob Mohar, who has gutted out 12 weeks of practice and games on one leg, goes to the house. And the Indians answer again.
That Mohar is one strong kid.
Oh, my goodness. Broke through. He's going to kill me because the first half of it is not on film, but the second half of it is. 40-32, and this is looking like the third quarter in that game in Pickford, or against Pickford for Newberry. Or anything and everything that could have happened. Jet motion, Rahali. They'll go Caduti counter. Depew, high steps, end zone.
40-34.
And the Indians keep trading to getting 8 and only giving up 6. And now they're back within 40-34. Jacob Mohar on the kickoff return. 65 yards to the house. My goodness. They're starting to call Tommy Story Big Brother down in Pickford. 30-16 Panthers, 5:45 to go on the other regional semifinal. All right, so Rahali will tee it up. We've still got over a quarter and a half to go in this ball game. Umbrella formation for the Knights. Rahali, big boot. Ortman from the 18. Starts right, comes left. Broke a tackle. Got a block, and Gabe Luck will wrap him up. You'll live with that if you're Newberry. I would say the 40, but let's look and see here. 45. Both are wrong. When your umpire and your side judges are in 3 different spots.
Yeah. And the chain gang's
10
yards off.
Chain
behind the
gang
wall.
somewhere over in Kingsford. All right, here we go. Norway back on the attack. Officially from the 41-yard line, the chains do not match the football. They'll only need 9 to get a first down. It's stuff like that, little things. Deep ball, overthrown. Looking for Ian Pop down the sideline. Good coverage on the wide route. 2nd and 10 coming up here.
Gabe Luck showing some senior leadership out there on the defensive line, helping the D-line, showing them where to go, what to do. Gabe's had an outstanding ball game so far here tonight. Same with Brian Nelson, another senior leader here.
3-3 over there.
Orbit motion, they'll counter back. They'll go to Pop. Pop, left side. Pop, ducks out of bounds. First down across midfield. 2 touchdowns in less than 3 minutes And Pickford is ticking things away, up 38-16. And they're headed to the exits over in Pickford. So it appears, after everything I've seen in games this year, I'm not going to say it's over until they tell me it's over. But it looks like Pickford is just running down time to finish off the Bulldogs. Counter back to Pop. And you wonder if maybe they've been saving him. Cut back there, wrapped up, gain of 2. Garrett Lewicki on the stop. So the Panthers will host the winner of this one.
Chris Hobson in that nose tackle.
Hobson might be the most improved player on the field this season. Ball is at about the 37-yard line. They'll fake the motion and counter off of it. Missed tackle. Missed tackle again. Blocker downfield. Down to the 5. Another big gain. And this time on the ground. And that's blocking away from the play. And a good job there by the Knights. Give them credit. They haven't needed help moving the ball on this drive. And it's first and goal from the 5. And if you took the under in your points pool today, I'm sorry. 6:22 to go in the third. Bice gets the play. I have a feeling 33 may be involved somewhere in this one. Pickford Rudyard fans tuning in to watch the conclusion. 6:22 to go, third quarter. Norway at the 5. Looking, fakes, pressure, sack. No, he got away. Oh, he broke 3 tackles. Down to the 2, then they call a touchdown. And he throws the ball up.
Hits a
sky high in the air. It wasn't even close. Down at the 2, falls in. No unsportsmanlike after the play.
Threw the ball in there, hit the referee on top of the head.
Indians missed 2 tackles that would have been sacks. As of now, 46-34. They'll talk about it. Down at the 1-yard line. Thank you.
No score, no score.
That'll take the score off the board. They'll spot him at the 1.
Big stop here.
I have seen some things tonight, and it's unfortunate for Norway because they played a pretty good ball game. It's taken a little shine off of the luster. So it's second down. Indians again knock Ortman out of the play. They've given up on covering him, and they're just jamming him and not letting him release. Give here.
Looks like he stopped.
Pop is dancing around. No signal. Referee.
I'd say his knee was down at the 1, Dan.
If you don't know, you can't call it a touchdown. Nobody knows. Nobody signaled he's got to be down. What is going on? No, they say touchdown.
They weren't even looking.
They had to get together to talk about it.
Wow. That's something else.
Nobody saw him go in. If you saw him go in,
no whistles blown.
No whistles blown for forward progress.
Nope.
That is, man, oh man. Well, 5:43 to go. 2-point conversions have allowed Newberry to chip away little by little. This rate, we might just have to score 8 touchdowns and come back on the 2s. Throw, conversion, good. And a whistle. No. Chop block on the Knights.
Oh, yeah.
And now the frustrations are starting to show. Newberry's upset. They're getting a little angry. Norway trying to fight back. Chop block. Conversion, no good. They'll have to do it again. And that should be a 15-yarder.
Oh, no. Might be
It
a
is.
25 tonight, Dan.
All right, so we tried the 2-point conversion again. 5:43 to go in the third. We're going to be here until sometime Sunday at this rate. Deep ball. Defender fell. Oh, wide open. Conversion good. Rahali just slipped. So the conversion is good. It was good anyway. 48-34. Still, after everything we've been through and everything we've seen, it is only a 14-point game. Yeah, a lot of football left. So they went short again on the kick last time, and Mohar burnt them.
They might try an onside here, Dan.
You never know. Because you don't want to kick it to Depew, Rahali, or Mohar, I wouldn't think. Norway kicking right to left as we bring it to you here. Wind is picking up. The rain has stopped for now. It's nice until right about halftime, and that's going out of bounds. They do not want to kick it to them. I'd make them kick it again.
Out of bounds.
They're going to probably kick it out of bounds again. Normally you would take the ball. Like I said, this is the first game tonight all season where I saw a team play a re-kick, but when you know they don't want to kick it to you and they're aiming to the sidelines. And Nelson, they probably saw on film, ran a kickback last week. Yep. Up. The boot. Rahali, leaping catch at the 23.
Bring it back.
He's going to come back far side. He's got one guy to beat. Dodged it.
He's got field.
Block from Mohar. Cut back. Rahali breaks a tackle. He just ran out of room on the right sideline. Had to cut back into the defense. But Matty Rahali gets Newberry to the 40. Somewhere in between the 40 and the 45.
Still awesome field position.
Yep.
Starting off here for the Indians.
And that means that Newberry doesn't have to do anything crazy in what has been a back and forth night of craziness. 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Indians working left to right. What do we got here? Rahali slot left with Mohar. Luck alone to the right. It's Depew in the backfield with Nutkins. Jet motion. They'll counter off of it.
Stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
They did not chase the jet. They just stayed inside. Maybe they're going reverse here. A lot of teams will use the jet to set up the counter.
Yeah.
And if you just keep pounding it in, we've seen Norway be very aggressive. Maybe we want to get them to suck that last outside guy in. Norway plays almost a 53 when things start coming in tight. Orbit motion. Rahali. Screen pass.
Rahali.
Caught. He is short of the first down.
8-yard pickup here.
Yep. 3rd and 2 coming. That's what you got to do. You got to playground ball it with the kid.
Yeah. Oh.
3rd and up a long 2. Ball at the 35. It'd be what would be the left hash. Don't mark the yards.
Throw her in
Here,
the middle
just the numbers. and the stripes. Big stretch in this ball game with 4:23 to go. Here in the second, Indians in the gun. They go to Rahali. Outside zone. Good block. Got the corner. Down to the 20.
Looks like he was horse collared on the way down.
Yep.
No penalty flag.
Good job there. Depew, nice block at the second level in that outside zone. The old Ozzy at 6 there.
Yeah. One of the best.
Indians fresh set of downs. Officially from the 21. We're waiting on the chains.
They're still in Kingsford too.
Indians go trip. Or no, 3 wide. Jet motion. Rahali into the wheel. These two teams showing a lot of the same. Nutkins. Deep ball back across. Incomplete. Ay, ay, ay. And a flag.
We got rough in the passer or what? What's the flag?
Behind the play, Nutkins.
Oh my goodness.
Gavin Nutkins threw the incomplete pass back at about the 33-yard line. Under pressure, that falls incomplete, and a 15-yard penalty after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, hard to argue that one. And it takes 2nd and 10 from the 21 and makes it 2nd and 25 from the 36. On a must-score drive. Right now, you got to score every time you have it and hope you get a stop in there somewhere. And a whistle.
They got that on the scoreboard, right?
Oh.
Alrighty.
The board. Down marker.
Rahali in the backfield by himself. Takes the snap.
Draw here. He tries it. They missed.
Oh, that's
They missed.
Hey.
And a lot of contact after the whistle. Watt gets cross-checked from behind.
That is not sportsmanship right there.
They knew what was coming
whistle,
there.
Grabbing by the helmet.
Whistle goes. Well, they've lost control. And it's hard to ask for a call after
that is not clean football.
The quarterback gets whistled for one. Nutkins is back out there. The white hat is 20 yards from the line of scrimmage on Norway sideline. Whistle.
Get a little break here.
What do we got now?
Offsides on the defense.
Now, what are we talking about?
I seen a pretty obvious offsides on the defense.
And there it is.
There we go.
They got together last time and decided it was touchdown Norway when nobody had the guy in. So penalty yardage back the other way. Holy Moses, was all over the place.
Just get some here. Just get some here. We're down.
There we go.
48-34.
Nutkins throws the deep
ball.
Pew.
Intercepted at the 7. Pop brings it back. Block in the back. Norway. Pop. He's free. Rahali. Blocked by 2. Pop finally wrestled down all the way to the 28-yard line. And a turnover there with 3:03 to go, and the Indians have to make a stand. Nutkins looking deep up the left side. And Ian Pop just left his man and came over to help. Interception at the 7 and brings it all the way back down to the 29-yard line, Newberry side of the field. Gut check time for the Indians. 3:03 to go. Still a lot of football left. Indians have changed it up. 32.
Drop back. Nice pass rush by Gabe Luck there.
Vige will pull it. Draw up the left side. Nobody open. Good coverage. See the spot. Hard to see through the Norway bodies. It was right in front of their bench.
3 or 4 yard gain, I'd say.
Looks like 5.
5.
Well, no, it'll turn into 6 or 7. Little things.
Yeah.
Little things. It's
not
so much
football.
of the simple things that are spotting the ball or first and 10 with the ball 8 or 9 yards off. Not knowing yardage when you call a penalty. False start. Knights. 2:55 to go here in the third. 48-34.
That outside guy just runs that little zero.
So we respot it. Second down and 8 to go for the Knights. Looking for their largest lead of the ball game. Big interception return by E.U.P. Little out route. They'll have a first down inside the 20 and a late flag. And Kennedy Depew is going to get whistled here on just a regular tackle against the Indians. Half the distance to the goal after what would have been a first down at about the 17-yard line. So ball to the 8. The Newberry sideline already has a warning. I can hear the fans on the far side of the track tackling a guy on necessary roughness. Indians try to match up. Jet motion. Straight ahead. Ortman brought down. Whistle. Drug down. Pushing and shoving going down there. Gabe Luck, William Dunbar, and on the stop. 2:10 to go. It'll be under 2 minutes at the next snap. Again, Pickford has defeated Rudyard. Panthers will move on to the regional championship game next week. They'll host the winner of this one. Panthers beat Newberry 60-52 earlier in the year. Beat Norway as well. Timeout for Norway. We will step aside. It is M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The things that we do as well as any place you could get it done.
Dr. Benjamin Bryant is proud of the surgery performed at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center and reminds you, if you've put off some procedures because of COVID, chances are the surgery team at Helen Newberry Joy can perform it right here close to home.
We have a very experienced team. I think that our outcomes speak for us in terms of the job that gets done.
The list of procedures available just minutes from home at Helen Newberry Joy is impressive.
Gallbladder surgery is very, very common. We fix hernias. We put ports in. We remove all sorts of other lesions. We do vasectomies here. I don't think the public really knows that.
So if you've been putting off a procedure, it's only a quick phone call away.
I recommend that if they have a primary care doctor, they keep that doctor in the loop. But all they have to do is either call their doctor's office or call my office and ask to be scheduled, and they get scheduled.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. Your health, our passion.
All right, back here in Norway out of the timeout. The Knights have one guy all the way isolated outside. Give to Pop. He'll fight forward, dive, and a lot of traffic near the goal line. I do not see a signal. And it looks like he's going to be just short. They'll spot him at the 2-yard line. Alex Ortman with 6 catches for touchdowns. Cole By scrambling in for the other. They are sending Ortman all the way to the sideline. Offense on the right hash. They're just trying to get a guy out of the box. They try to go option to pop. He gets stood up, and it'll be 4th down from inside the 2-yard line. We saw one of these earlier right before the half, and Norway punched it in to make it 28-20 at halftime. This would be a big lift. Actually, a loss of yards.
Right here.
Looks like they backed them up to about the 4-yard line. Scoreboard says 3. Norway taking forever here.
This is one of the biggest plays of the game here. Big stop.
Referee is not even looking at the time. Flag pass knocked away. Great coverage.
And a turnover.
Great stop for the Indians. 43 seconds to go in the third. They'll get it at the 3. Saw them pin back earlier on a goal line stop. Kennedy Depew did a nice job running them out of trouble. And the Indians will not go down quietly. 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line. Personnel changes here. Indians can run 1 play for sure, possibly 2 before the quarter break. They get it from the 3-yard line. They're going to line up tight. Norway's going to come 53. Everybody at the line of scrimmage. Give to Rahali. Just dodges a guy, spins out across the 10 to the 12. Indians plenty of time. 34 seconds. You see it there. They can run another one if they want it. Nice little 9-yard run by Rahali, who started to go with that hurdle move, but he's learned no matter the situation, that's not allowed.
Yeah,
he went to the spin and just short. Indians stay power. Fake. They'll go option. Depew bottled up. He's got enough for a 1st down, and that's how the quarter will end. It'll be 48-34. Knights on top. Playoff round 1. We go to the end with M123 FM, the E.U.P Sports Network.
Let's go. Hey, a score here, a stop, and another 2-point with a score. We're up.
The E.U.P Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and E.U.P light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and E.U.P Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at E.U.P Trading and Exclusive Moose LLC.
The down markers. Back here in Kingsford, Ronberg Field, or Norway. We're talking about Kingsford. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's been that kind of night. 48-34 as we go to the 4th. 12 minutes. Season on the line. Indians have finished games very strong in their tight battles. They've been in tight ones with St. Ignace. Beat them, number 1 team in the state. Pickford, back and forth when they were the number 1 team in the state. Indians want a rematch with the Panthers. We'll have to survive this 4th quarter. We got 1st and 10, ball at the 15. Nutkin's going to run a little boot pass. Wants a deep route, and Gabe Luck was just double teamed. Little over-the-top safety help there. 2nd down. Clock stops, 11:55 to go.
Said it before and I'll say it again, Dan. Indians play the best football that they're capable of in the 4th quarter.
It's a sense of pride, and you see it on a lot of our broadcasts during the regular season. Probably heard it there. Going to break 4 is the rally cry. Indians stay power. They're going to go toss to Rahali. Cut it back. He's got a seam. Rahali tripped up. And
oh, come on.
Spot is going to be short. 3rd and 1. Every play crucial. Indians need a score to get the two-point conversion. They'd be back within 6. Then with the stop, could get it back to drive late to take the lead. Toss, same thing. Rahali wrapped up, loss of 3. And on 3rd and short, they go toss to the right. Rahali is slow to get up. So now it could be a season-defining 4th down conversion for the Indians. 4th and 3. Ball at the 22. That's actually, it might not even be a full 3. Indians need a 1st down. Nutkins breaks the huddle. Rahali all alone. They'll go trips to the right side, and Newberry will take a timeout. We've seen some big plays on these short yardage situations. Coach Austin talking it over. You know, he's as fired up as he can be.
Oh, yeah. Coach Austin,
as he said,
loves this.
He began telling people in the program that he thinks this is it. The last rodeo for the old horse, as he put it to me in a conversation. Although the way this thing's gone tonight, he's not ready to be done. A senior class, you know, that is not ready to be done. They've helped turn around this program. Along with the group, the last 2 groups that have graduated. Blake, a part of that group last year. Draw, quick slant. Mohar, 1st down to the 30. And that was an absolute dime from Gavin Nutkins.
A lot of Newberry fans showing up here tonight, Dan.
And they have not gone anywhere. Indians have been to back-to-back regional finals. Trying to get there for the 3rd consecutive season. First and 10, Nutkins takes the snap. Little short, out and up. Great backside block. A cut and a spin by Mohar. Hurdles a guy. Mohar out near midfield to the 48-yard line. It's an 18-yard gain on a 6-yard route and a great cut back to the middle. Got a huge block, and Mohar continues to fight and has the Indians with another 1st down. 9:53 to go. Indians got to make sure they get 1. Plenty of time left, but you don't want to try and hurry too much and make a mistake or jump. Just play their game. Bubble screen. They come in, bobbled initially by Luck, and they had to slow down to secure the catch. It'll be a quick 2-yard pickup to the midfield stripe. Indians working right to left. That light breeze is at their back.
We're trying something new here.
Couple of different looks. Coach Austin in the downpour at practice yesterday had freezer bags full of sheets with different plays on it, something that looked like a grocery list.
Surprised he didn't bust out the Frisbee.
Short snap. Nutkins gets it.
Deep
ball. Rahali gets taken down. Referee's back was to the play.
He wasn't even looking.
Wow. The referee to the potential offensive player of the year in the U.P.
Unbelievable.
And he turned away from the football.
I've never seen nothing like this.
Third down and 9. He turned away from the play.
I thought the
Turned
ref
his
was
back
playing
to the two guys.
To be honest with you, Dan.
Oh, this is going to be a long, bitter drive home if this doesn't change. Movement. Moharu's done everything right all night long. And it's now 3rd and 14 with 9 minutes to go. But we've seen this before. The Indians, it's the old 1 step back, 2 steps forward mentality. Low snap. Nutkins picks it off the turf. Goes backside screen. Raholly gets tackled at the catch. 4th and 14. It will not be over if Newberry doesn't pick up this conversion, but they'd have to get a stop and then have to go real quick on offense. What do we got here? We know Coach Klickner can pull something out of his hat at the
He's got a full sleeve of tricks.
He came out and helped us with our last middle school game and called 3 things that he just made up in the last minute and got the middle schoolers a game-winning touchdown. Trips with Nutkins. Raholly's isolated. No pressure. They drop everybody back. What are we doing? Screen. Depew. He's going the wrong way.
He's got
breaks a tackle. Lost his footing. Big hit. Fumble out of bounds.
Yeah, there's the flag. That's it right there.
And that might be an automatic first down.
I would be very surprised if it isn't. Blindside.
That's got to be on 21. Looking down and howling at him after he hit him.
This is awful sportsmanship.
Oh, they're calling.
What do we got here?
I heard helmet to helmet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Coach Schultz over there said he led with the crown, and that's exactly what he did. So we should have an automatic first down coming up here.
I heard the Norway sideline.
Yeah, and they were standing over Kennedy too, the coaches and everything.
Yep.
So
I get it. You're pumped up. You're fired up.
What, are you sure?
Personal foul on an automatic first down.
First down. There we go.
The football gods smile on the Indians.
Yep.
They've deserved one. And now Coach Pop's out on the field.
Let's go. Give him another one here. All right, here we go.
He can't be happy because, hey, they haven't all been bad against Newberry.
Right.
Norway's had some that they haven't been happy about.
100%.
Extends the drive.
Yep.
Yeah, the penalty yard is
So on 4th and 14, the Indians get stopped. Personal foul, automatic first down, but would have been anyway with the 15 yards. And now, fresh life for the Indians.
Gavin
boot pass. Nutkins.
He looks deep. He looks deep to Kennedy.
Got him.
Depew
at the 3. But the referee's back turned. I thought he might call incomplete.
Depew with the dive and catch. Yep. Bring the Indians within 10 here.
Oh, Gavin Nutkins on the boot pass. Sets the feet.
That's what he's good at.
Yep.
Gavin throws that ball in the move like no other. And there's some proof to show it.
Austin has spent a lot of time with Gavin in the past couple of weeks trying to get him more on those rollouts and trying to work with his footwork. You know, Coach Klickner is a quarterback guru. Indians first and goal.
7
After
yards
Norway
to
thought they had him stopped.
Raholly.
Raholly down to the 2.
2nd and 2 here.
8 minutes. 48-34.
I believe each team's got 2 timeouts.
Kennedy Depew with the. I didn't give him enough credit. You called it out on the diving catch.
Yeah.
He had to stop and turn back and fully lay out.
That was a good catch. Kennedy up the middle, 4-6.
Touchdown, Kennedy Depew. punches it up the gut. A 2-yard touchdown run, 7:38 to go. Touchdown, Indians. And a big 2-point conversion here. That balances out the 15-second thing that gave Norway a touchdown at the end of the first half. It's going to come down to a defensive stop. Indians will go spread.
Empty.
Yeah,
back.
empty switch. And they
Matthew,
go out pass.
He's got it. He's got it.
The referee doesn't know what to do. No signal. He's going to go to the guy in the back to the end zone. Oh, so the referee at the pylon.
That was one hell of a catch by Rahali. And it stands.
Conversion good.
42-48.
Norway's going to have a gripe that the guy at the pylon went to the guy underneath the goalpost and asked him if it was a catch or not. 48-42.
I wish everybody on this live video could have seen that catch.
7:38 to go. So the defender popped, deflects the ball up. Rahali has it hit his helmet and then dives back into the end zone to catch it. 48-42.
When I tell you that kid can do everything, I mean it, Dan.
Indians to kick. Rahali has the wind at his back here. And I talked with Coach Klickner, and he said that was a tough choice for them. You know, Indians love the scoreboard. They're going away from it here because they wanted the wind in the fourth.
Yes, they do.
And Rahali with 8 touchbacks on the season.
Deep kick.
With a rocket, and it caught at the 10.
Indians are swarming him.
Best kick coverage of the night for the Indians.
Ball's
loose.
Ball's loose.
Ben Rahali says we have it. Rudy Mendoza says we have it. There's a lot of bodies.
Newberry football.
Indians football.
Newberry football. Here we go.
We're 40 yards off the field and probably 50 yards up on the hillside.
We should have brought them binoculars, Dan.
A lot of traffic in there. Ben Rahali and Rudy Mendoza were all over it. I've never seen them run so fast. And now with 7:31 to go, 48-42.
Like I said, Dan, I said it before and I'll say it again. We're a fourth.
So many teams would have just packed it in. Indians, for the first time in what feels like forever, may have control of the game in their hands. They'll go double tight out of the gun.
Who's
Depew, outside zone, spun out of bounds. Kennedy Depew. That'll work. Get a couple. Keep it moving in positive yardage. Look, you don't need 20. You don't need all 33. You just don't want to go backwards. No penalties, no lost yardage, and the clock stops.
Just what we want.
That means the Indians still control the pace. Nutkins fake.
Ethan Payne
pass.
with a beautiful pass block.
Middle.
That's
Rahali
with the catch.
on the deep post. Same boot pass that Kennedy Depew caught earlier. They flipped rolls. Fake to Depew that time. And Nutkins on the roll. He's thrown. I know the interception was a tough one.
Yeah.
He forced it up. He'll probably tell you that. But he's had 3 or 4. The one to Kennedy, the one to Jacob Mohar down here that he stuck right on the numbers.
When he's on the move, he's dangerous. That's for sure.
Power set here. Indians up the
Kennedy,
gut.
up the
Depew breaks free.
Touchdown. Oh, they're going to call him
No
down
signal. That's fine. They'll mark him. Well, they'll talk about it.
Well, the line judge put his hands up for a touchdown.
Fans want a touchdown. I would actually be okay with them running another 30 seconds.
Hey, have a play ready. Line it.
Yep. All right. First down. It's got to be at the 1.
Yeah.
Chaos ensuing. Indians. They're going is that I for no R. They're twin set fumble.
Fumble on the 1.
Nutkins.
Looks like the Indians recovered.
On top of it. Oh.
Oh,
That's all right. Tick, 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 tick.
East
It's
team
the
with 2
longest
timeouts.
6 minutes of our lives. And this season, why would you expect anything else from the Indians? Number 3 versus number 4 in the U.P. One ranked in the state, one an honorable mention, and they're meeting in the first round of the playoffs in what could be a championship game. Nutkins, Rahali,
Up the middle.
dives
For the
forward.
touchdown.
Touchdown. Indians have tied it up. And Pickford is sitting at home right now saying, keep playing, boys. They will get the winner of this one. And either way, it's going to be a rematch. Pickford stuck by Newberry. It was 20-18 here at the half in week 5. And Pickford ended up winning 40-18. A guy that as a good player, Wyatt Spade, went down with an injury, out for the season. He was the number 1 wideout. Option. Rahali slips. So, a brand new ball game with 5:46 to go. Boy, I would like to see us really get that 2-point conversion and force Norway to play faster than they want to.
Big defensive stop this drive.
4 turnovers forced by the Indians when they needed them the most. All 4 turnovers have come in a stretch where they've come back from down 14 points. 2 turnovers in the first half, down 22-8. Turnover, touchdown, turnover, touchdown. And then here, down 48-34 in the fourth, a pair of turnovers. Rahali to kick. And he might send this one as far as he possibly can. Playing less than 100% again.
Deep kick.
What a boot. Caught by Ortman on a back pedal to the 10. Ortman forced out of bounds.
At about the 17-yard line.
Yep. Oh, the 27. 5:39, 48-48. Rahali did not practice until yesterday. With an injury that's really been lingering, almost going all the way back to last year in the playoffs. Now's not the time for pop-ups on the computer. Whatever software update will have to wait. We got football to get to. 5:39 to go. Buys out of the huddle. Got to have an eye on 33, Ortman. 6 touchdowns in the ball game. We've seen more of Ian Pop in the second half. They'll go motion.
Defending him.
Oh, motion man slipped. By scrambling. Quarterback sack. Brian Nelson.
Wow.
Gabe Luck. William Dunbar. Who also had to play tight end and running back when he was here in Norway as a JV.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys Sunday said, Coach, remember when we had to go to Norway? And I go, I tried to block everything out of it that I possibly could. These two teams met, and I get a lot can change from JV to varsity. So these two teams met 2 years ago in a JV matchup. This year's juniors and seniors. Well, some of them. And it was 48-0 at the half and 60-0 at the end. Oh, missed tackle on a complete pass. Right sideline. Another missed tackle. Off to the races. Ian Pop. Long to the 6. It was just a quick pass to the sideline. You didn't think anything of it. But all of a sudden, a broken tackle The Indians stopped because they thought he stepped out of bounds. That's why you got to play to the whistle, especially on a crew that's missed a ton tonight. And with 4:34 to go, now Norway is inside the 7-yard line. Kennedy Depew was adamant.
But yeah, he gave up.
But again,
Gabe Luck lead.
Tough to play to the whistle, though, too, with the late hits and the unsportsmanlikes. Norway, first and goal from the 7. Whistle. Timeout Knights. They'll only have one remaining. Newberry with 2 left.
Let's go. Run off the field.
4:11 to go. We stuffed them inside the 10 on a couple of times.
One good pop and then get ready to run. One good pop to chest and then turn it in.
So much can happen on the next 4:11. We're going to take a quick break, catch our breath, get you ready for the stretch run.
The E.U.P Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and E.U.P light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and E.U.P Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at E.U.P Trading and Exclusive Moose, LLC.
Back here in Norway, the Knights first and goal from the 7. Tied at 48, 4:11 to go. Jet sweep, flag.
That's on him.
Yep.
QB jump. We got a false start.
Illegal motion.
Illegal motion.
Quarterback was coming forward while his motion man was still going, and that will back up the Knights. A whole second burns off the clock. As we near 10 o'clock back home in Newberry, thank you for joining us tonight. Hello to the folks that were following Pickford and Rudyard tonight. I'm sure some of the St. Ignace fans, they're probably on as well. Newberry and Norway in an absolute shootout. It's been back and forth, a ton of big plays, a ton of turnovers. Some questionable calls both ways. And on a night where we've seen 96 total points and probably together over 1,000 total yards easily.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to come down to a defensive stand one way or the other. Newberry's either going to get a stop and get a last-second shot, or Norway is going to get on top but have to get a stop to hold off the Indians. 2 timeouts for Newberry. 1.
Indians are showing a 4-man front here.
Proud coming to life. Motion. He'll fake the double cross. Swing pass. Raholly wraps up Ortman. Oh, get him out of bounds. Fights. Clock will run. 3:13. 3rd down. We'll see where they spot him. It's going to be at the 3.
3.
Well, they don't know. 3-yard line. Just a shade inside the 3. 3rd and goal. 2 chances, 3 yards for the lead for Norway. And Newberry is in that tough spot where they've got to decide.
Boy, they are taking
Yeah, long time in the huddle. Pavey comes in. They'll load up the beef. It's a 40-second huddle. Snap. Give. Stop. He's short. Far side spotted him. Charlie Chamberlain is down there going absolutely nuts at the goal line. He's got the best look. And it's down to 4th and goal.
We're going to need to call a timeout.
2:05 to go.
We're going to need to call a timeout.
So they got 40 seconds on their last one. 5, Back in. Signal. Indians. Knights. A season on the line.
Play of the year right here.
Go pass. Throw. Touchdown. And they're going crazy. 54-48. A lot going on that play. Indians will have 2 timeouts. Now, get a stop here. 137 is plenty of time for this offense. 54-48. 2-point conversion for the Knights. They'll try to go shovel pass. Now they'll counter, and he's in. Go. $137 to go. 2 timeouts for the Indians. So they have the touchdown and the 2 to tie it up. And Zach Klickner out trying to rally the troops. Ben Rahali has a quick word with Maddie before he goes back to return it. I do not think he's getting this return, Blake.
Yeah, I doubt it.
So Newberry should get some decent field position. That'll be the decision that Coach Pop has to make. Joe Austin and Zach Klickner, Rudy Mendoza, all just came together. On a season that does not work without the 3 of them getting on the same page and system. They've done a great job leading this team. Onside kick. Tally Cox got hit. The Knights have it. Oh, he signaled Newberry football.
His knee was down at the time he caught it.
It didn't go 10 yards.
Oh,
but
okay.
He touched it. They're going to say tally. Oh, they're giving it to Newberry. Norway coaches are celebrating. They signaled Newberry football. They got to get off the field.
Yeah, they can't be on the field.
No signal still. Norway celebrating, and their offense is going back out. A surprise onside kick. Tally Cox was in the right spot. 2 guys light him up. 1 guy covers it. And there's nothing Newberry can do. Unless there's a turnover, they fly through. A stop, a timeout. You're going to hope for a bobbled snap somewhere.
Ooh, my blood pressure is not too good right here, Dan.
Got to go all out up here up front. You've played offensive and defensive line.
Yes, sir.
What do you do up there to maybe, I mean, there's certain things you can and can't do.
Right here.
Well, how do you try to cause a distraction?
Smoke the center.
Smoke the center, okay.
Nose tackle.
Yep.
Send 3 defensive linemen at that center.
Try to rattle
or
his
at least
cage.
tilt them at him.
Yep.
Yeah, tilt
Try
them at
to
him.
just rattle his cage.
I mean, I don't see him throwing the ball here.
It is a bold call because if Newberry recovers that, they're on the plus side of the field. Coach Pop went to the one spot he hasn't tried to go. They've kicked it everywhere and anywhere, including out of bounds. They went onside kick. And that was all designed. They sent the right side of their kickoff formation all at 1 guy. Here we go. Knights in the gun. Mohar coming on a blitz. Give here. Bounce outside. A cutback. Broken tackle, first down, and that will seal it. Oh, short. Yep.
Short.
So Newberry will burn their final timeout.
Third.
And it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's not over. We got
third down.
3rd and 3, 3rd and 2.
It's going to be between 1 and 2 here.
1.
Yep. They're probably a yard and a half if Newberry gets the stop. I'm not very good at math. With the punt return, they might get 1 or 2 plays. But then again, Norway might go for it on 4th down to try and ice the game.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, Newberry just can't give up a first down. Stilson. Jude Taylor comes into play a nose. Indians. Pressure. Mohar jumps off sides. He was coming on the blitz. First down. And now they can kneel on it, and Newberry has no timeouts. And Norway is going to survive here at home and head all the way across the U.P. for a rematch with the Pickford Panthers.
Looks like they're going to run a play here, Dan.
They're going to try and run a play. Nope. Shotgun snap. Kneel down. So questions, answers. An off season that will start earlier than anybody wanted. Indians will finish the year at 7-3 with 2 losses by single digits that came down to the final minute. And a week 3 loss to Rudyard where they were far less than 100%. But no excuses. There weren't some not so good things tonight, but in the end, Norway will walk off at home 56-48. And they will go to the regional final where they will take on the Pickford Panthers. We'll wrap it up when we come back. Sub 123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Are you tired of squinting and straining to see the world around you? Dr. Derek Dake and the team at Northern Lights Vision Center in Newberry is committed to bringing the beauty of clear vision back into your life. Whether you're in need of new eyeglasses or contact lenses, Northern Lights Vision Center has many choices to choose from. Say goodbye to blurry vision and hello to a world of clarity and color. Your journey to a clearer vision starts with a simple call by calling 906-291-2015 to set up an appointment. Let Northern Lights Vision Center light up your world.
Well, back here in Norway, where the Knights win a thriller 56-48. Indians jumped up early, but Norway scored on their first 3 possessions, led it 22-8. Newberry buckled down not once, but twice in big play situations. Had a couple of turnovers, got it back within 2 before Norway got a late touchdown, 28-20 at the half. And then late in this contest again, 48-34. Norway led it. Newberry with an incredible comeback, forced a couple of turnovers, got into the end zone. It was tied 48-48 with less than 2 minutes to go when the Knights punch it in. They get the 2-point conversion and then come out with an onside kick that they were able to recover and run out the clock. And a couple of plays make the difference between Newberry or Norway going to play Pickford next week. Panthers will host the Knights in the Regional 1 Championship contest next week. For Newberry, it's on to the offseason. Feel really bad for these seniors who battled to the very end on a night where they had a lot going against them, and they buckled down and they battled, and they have plenty to be proud of. I also saw the juniors take a moment before the Indians huddled up, and they're talking right now down on the sidelines that they are ready to take the reins starting tomorrow and lead this team back. We saw some great improvement from guys throughout the season. Saw a lot of different guys step up. And Newberry football, the first big question will be if this is, in fact, the end for Joe Austin, a Hall of Fame career. He should be commended for the job that he's done helping lead this transition in to 8-man football. And then who takes the reins and leads a program that's had very few head coaches and a ton of success over the past 10 or 15 years. This is an elite level program, a ton of talent coming back, good JV squad, competitive middle school squad, and Newberry will look to answer those questions very soon. Knights 56, Indians 48. Want to thank everybody for joining us. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. It is M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.